which is not very good for us. If you ask someone how often do they frequent all these big giant hypermarkets such as Giant, okay, Carrefour, okay, they go to this kind of Tesco and they buy a lot of things which either in the packet, either in the box, either in the tin. They go back home and use it, and this is all processed food. So we are now, what happens is, comparing us to our grandparents used to eat natural food. We all today, we are eating a lot of processed food. Okay, that is not very good for us, because processed food, as we know, contains a lot of chemicals, okay, which in the long run is not very good for our body. That's why you see the number of cases of cancer and all is increasing these days. Why cancer was not there 50 years ago, how come the numbers were so small? Because of lifestyle. Very simple. Okay? Today there's a lot of chemicals in food. That is a problem where today people are taking a lot of chemical in food. The products are no longer natural. Okay? So if you look at why is natural food preferred over processed food? So let's do a comparison here. Basically, natural food is whole food, as you can see in the natural state. Okay, here it is refined. That is the problem. Okay, you refine it. What they do, they go through processing. Some of the nutrients are already stripped off. Okay, then they add synthetic nutrients, which are not very good actually. Okay, natural food, fresh, made from earth. Okay, that's why those days our grandparents, they go to market every day. For that day, they buy the vegetables or the meat for that day. They buy, they cook on that day, they eat on that day, and case closed, story finished. We all are smarter. What we do, we go to market once in 2 weeks or once in a week, and we buy a whole lot of things and we dump it into our fridge. Okay? So what we do, we eat it after 1 day, 2 days, sometimes we eat it after 10 days. We still eat the vegetables. So just compare ourselves with what we're doing. Okay? Our natural thing seems to be what? Seems to be going down and down. That's the problem. What we do, a lot of us go for processed food which is made from refined ingredients and artificial substances, which is not good for the body. Do you know your body cannot recognize artificial nutrients? It's very difficult. Your body is made to recognize what? Natural nutrients. Very important. But we feed our body with artificial nutrients, as you can see. Nutrient dense, a lot of nutrients in fresh products, okay, or natural food. Here, there is empty calories. That's the problem basically, as you can see, okay. Contain thousands of vitamin, definitely. Whenever it's natural, it has thousands of vitamin, minerals, antioxidant and trace minerals. All of these are basically present there. Here, it contains all chemicals. What are the chemicals? It contains preservatives, it contains colorants, which are not very good to make it more attractive, flavor and also texturants. Okay, so these are it's a very good chart comparison between the natural food and processed food. Now ask yourself, where are you? Are you on the left side of the table or are you on the right side of the table? Okay, that is what you're supposed to ask yourself. We are supposed to be here. Okay, but many of us are moving towards the processed food because we have got no time. So what we do, we take processed food basically. Why is the natural food today not as safe and equal to the natural food during our grandparents' time? Very important. Why is it? Because number one, the soil is depleted of nutrients. Do you know today the soil, the nutrient is so little compared to the soil 50, 60 years ago. The soil was so rich, a lot of minerals and vitamins. Okay, but today the minerals and vitamins are all depleted. Okay, because of over farming, not doing things in the correct way. So that is the problem. Number two, heavy use of pesticides and insecticides in the field of agriculture. Oh, a lot of pesticides and everything today. So that's what happens. So result what? Preference in the organic produce. Many people, what they do, they don't want to take all the food which is with this pesticide and insecticide, they go for organic food. Organic food basically do not use pesticide and insecticide. But the problem, there's one problem. Organic food is very expensive. Am I right? Okay, it's compared to the normal food. Now, heavy use of antibiotics and growth hormones in the field of animal husbandry. So if you're taking meat, do you know today the chicken is injected with so many hormones? Do you know that? The chicken is injected with a lot of antibiotics before the chicken reaches your table. It is injected with all kinds of hormones and antibiotics before it actually comes to your table. And you are actually eating the antibiotic and hormones together with the chicken and with the meat. Oh, that's not very good. Okay? That's not very good because in long term you're going to have a lot of problems, as you can see there. So this is the reason. So what to do? We are not getting enough of minerals, we are not getting enough of vitamins. So today they have introduced the concept of supplementation. Supplementation is very important. How many of you all take 3 to 5 servings of fruits and vegetables every day? No, we don't take. Our fruits and vegetable intake is very low. So what happened? We have to go to supplementation. Supplementation is important because we do not get all the vitamins and minerals from our food. Sometimes we skip breakfast, we have got no time for breakfast. Our lunch is just a sandwich, that's it for our lunch. It's not balanced, okay? Our dinner sometimes we take, sometimes we don't take. So because of that, today we have gone into the world of supplementation. Now why do people actually supplement themselves, as we can see? Okay, why do people supplement themselves? Why supplements, as we can see? Modernization, yes, that's one of them. Today people have become very, very busy. Okay, it's a world of fast touch and go world. Everything is very fast, okay? Advancement in age, as we can see that, yes? Fast-paced society, people have got no time to say hello to their neighbors. Nobody, sometimes people, those days people, their neighbors sit around and talk for hours. Today they have got no time even to say hello to neighbors. Sometimes they don't even know who are their neighbors. Am I right? Okay, very fast-paced society. Working parents, both the parents are working. So who is there to take care of the child's nutrition? They depend on the Indonesian maid or the Filipino maid who knows nothing about nutrition. She will just give whatever is there or whatever has been instructed to her. So she just gives as she wishes. So the child's nutrition is at stake actually. That is the problem. Working parents, city living, okay, very busy in houses, okay, city living, competition and high achievement. Everybody is competing with each other. Today, from the child to the father, everyone is competing with his peer or with her peers to do better in life. So there's a lot of competition and entertainment. So we live in a city where there's a lot of entertainment. So all of this together comes down to one question. We are not eating properly. Our vitamin, our minerals, our phytonutrients is insufficient. So because of that, we need to supplement. Okay. So in Malaysia at the moment, the life expectancy at birth for men is about 71 years old, and for women is about 75 years old. That is the life expectancy in Malaysia. Okay. Currently, that is the life expectancy as we can see them. Okay. So what happens is, are you taking all the different food categories as instructed? Okay, Malaysians are very good at eating the first three. No need to ask every day, that is definitely there. Carbohydrates, oh, number one, rice, pasta, bread, all of that is carbohydrate. Protein, okay, also no problem. Eating a lot of meat, a lot of soya products and everything, protein is there. Fats is also there. Eating a lot of fried food, eating a lot of margarine, butter. Now the question is, we do not get the vitamins, the minerals and the fiber. That is insufficient. That is the problem. Okay? Our vitamins are insufficient, our minerals are insufficient, our fiber. Do you know those days people used to take about 50 grams of fiber a day? 50 to 100 grams. Today, people can hardly reach 25 grams of fiber. Okay? Fiber is very important for your what? For your colon, for your gut. Okay? If you don't take enough of fiber, you have got problems with constipation, and it can even cause colon cancer in the long term. Constipation leads to colon cancer in the long term. A long history of constipation, you can get colon cancer, which is not very nice actually, you can see that. Okay? And this, of course, water is very important. I'm sure you drink at least 8 to 10 glasses of plain water every day. That is the minimum quota which is required for human beings to drink every day, especially in Malaysia, a tropical country, which is very, very hot, as we can see that. Okay? Now, why do we have to supplement all of this? We are exposed to all of this. Lifestyle changes, smoking, alcohol abuse, late nights. Our meals are so irregular. How many of us take lunch at the same time every day? Ask yourself a question.
No.
Okay? Today our lunch is at 12 o'clock, tomorrow our lunch is at 2 o'clock, the next day the lunch is at 3 o'clock, next day no lunch sometimes. Everything is so irregular. So I think we need supplements because we are not doing it in the proper way. Okay, stress level is so high. Okay, and then we have habits change, the food fads. Today people go for fast food. Okay, when they go for fast food, they have got all kinds of problems, as you can see them. Fast food are laden with all artificial fats. What is the name of the artificial fats? Trans fat. Trans fat is very bad because trans fat causes heart problems. The most popular trans fat is margarine. Margarine is the enemy of human beings actually, okay, because it's a trans fat. But we are taking trans fat every day. We go for fast food, we go for pastry products, they use margarine, they don't use butter. Butter is too expensive. Okay? So that is the problem that we have. So all the more supplementation is becoming very important. Pollution level very high. Age advancement. So it looks like supplement is the answer for all of this, as you can see. Okay? So do we know the type, the quantity and the quality of food that we choose affects optimal health? Okay? This picture I purposely put here because most of us love to dine out. We love to eat outside. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, we love to eat outside food, and outside food is not that balanced. Okay? We basically, the way they cook their food, God knows what kind of ingredients they use, we do not know. What kind of oil they use. Are they using recycled oil or are they using the brand new oil? It's a big question. Okay? Those days our grandparents' time, eating out was very, very rare. But today, it has become a very common thing. Many people, every day, one meal is outside their home. Lunch is definitely confirmed outside. Maybe dinner at home. Maybe, I put the word maybe because I mean dinner also outside. Okay? So lunch is definitely outside. They eat outside food. So once you eat outside food, your need of supplementation is definitely there. As we can see that. Okay? Eating healthy has become a challenge actually. It's very difficult to eat healthy. Today, with all kinds of peer pressure and everything, it's very difficult to eat healthy, okay? So we can see, what do I have to eat most? To stay healthy and for good for your body, you eat a lot of fruits, vegetables, legumes, bread and cereals. That is what you can take a lot because a lot of fiber, vitamins and minerals. Eat moderately. I'm not telling you don't eat. Eat moderately. Lean meat, fish, eggs, chicken without skin, nuts and dairy products. Eat in a moderate manner, not too much. Okay? Especially dairy products, they're not too good because they contain a lot of fats actually, we know that. Eat the least, these are all our enemies. Okay, but they're very tasty, so eat them in a small amount. Basically, fats, oil, butter, margarine, oh, this is a big problem maker, and also sugar, the white poison. So this is all what we have to eat in very, very small amount, as you can see. Okay? So, why do we have to supplement? Today, people have got all kinds of choices, convenience. People eat at their own convenience. Sometimes they're so lazy to cook. What they do, they eat 2 minutes Maggi mee. Put in the water and just eat. That's it. Their lunch is that's it. But do we know Maggi mee is not even a balanced meal? It's not good. It is waxed. The noodles are waxed actually. Okay, and they use all kinds of chemicals to come up with the seasoning, which is not very good. Ask yourself, what are you doing to yourself? But many people, sometimes their lunch is a packet of noodles, that's it. Okay? And worse, they put it in a plastic cup. I don't know why they do the mistake. They put it in a plastic cup and they add hot water. You should never add hot water into a plastic cup. It's very bad. Okay? So this is what we need to be convenient. Taste. People go for taste. Taste is so important. They can go, they don't mind driving 2-3 hours just to get the food that they're craving for. Processing of food. When you process the food, you strip away the vitamins and the minerals. Okay? Transport and storage. Do you know, okay, that the apple that you eat today has been picked about 2 months ago? Okay? They pick it, they pluck it, and then they keep it in a place, and then they put some chemicals before they actually ship it. Okay? Ship it from the country, maybe US or maybe Canada, and they ship it to Malaysia. By the time it reaches, not to you, it reaches to the wholesaler. It will be about 1 month. Then the wholesale will send to the retailer. Okay? They wax it. Okay? They wax the apple to make it last longer, to look very shiny and nice. Oh my God, the amount of chemicals they're actually eating. Transport and storage. By the time it reaches your house, is by the time of 1.5 to 2 months. And it reaches your home, you don't eat it that day. You keep it in the fridge somewhere like a smart aleck. You keep it there and you eat it after about 4 or 5 days. So that makes the apple very, that's it. All the freshness and everything is gone already, as we can see that. Okay? Here, cleaning and cooking. When you cook basically, okay, when you cook basically what happens? When you cook basically you lose a lot of minerals and vitamins, especially those who are very, very sensitive. Like what? Like vitamin C, as you can vitamins. Vitamin C is very layman. It's very sensitive to heat. A bit prolonged cooking, vitamin C can be destroyed, as you can see there. Cooking losses, as I just told you just now. This is what happens today. Okay? And things like, did you know that coffee and tea can reduce absorption of iron from food? There was a study done in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. As we can see that 1 cup of coffee and tea with a hamburger meal. Tea reduces the absorption of iron by 64%. Oh my God, that's a lot. Right? And coffee reduces the absorption by 39%. So these are all the things. So never take your supplements with tea and coffee. That's the first thing, very important. Some people in the morning, they have one kind of supplement and then they take tea on top of drink coffee. You should never do that. Tea and coffee actually block the absorption of certain minerals and vitamins. Proven iron. What about others? Research has not been done yet. So never take the supplements with tea and coffee. The best drink to take with the supplements is water. Water is the best. What temperature? Room temperature water. That is the best supplement to be taken. Okay? So we are exposed to all of this. Smoking, drinking, all of this reduces the levels of vitamins and minerals in our body, as we can see that. Okay? So these are called as the nutrient robbers. Nutrient robbers, as you can see that. And special lifestyle, so stressed up. From morning to night, no time to look into the sunlight. Okay? They go into the office at 7 o'clock in the morning. Okay? They go into the office at 7 o'clock in the morning where the sun is not out yet. They come out from the office at 8 o'clock at night. They don't even see the sunlight. Because of that, today we are having vitamin D. D for Denmark deficiency. We are having vitamin D deficiency. That's the problem. We never had vitamin D deficiency in our grandparents' time. Why? They received a lot of sunlight. Today, we are not exposed to sunlight. Our cars are all tinted, all the expensive glass. We cannot see what is outside. Okay? We don't get enough sunlight. What is the best sunlight? 7 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock in the morning. Get exposed to that sunlight. That is the healthy vitamin D sunlight, as we can see that. Okay? So, today we have what supplements do in our body. Very important. Okay, the next question. So why supplements is answered. What supplements do in our body? Very important. Okay, they promote health, they correct relative deficiency. Supplement increase requirements. Basically, when you are not well or when you are sick, your body needs more vitamins and more minerals to actually combat the current condition. Prevent cell damages, especially antioxidants we have. Okay, it prevents heart disease. It even prevents cancer in the long run. Antioxidants will fight free radicals. Our body, we have got a lot of free radicals. Okay, that is not actually good for our body. Free radicals damage your body slowly but surely. Which supplements to take? Very important. The supplements that you take must be similar to food. Don't take supplement in the synthetic form or in the isolated form. 1 tablet for calcium, 1 tablet for vitamin C, 1 tablet for magnesium, 1 tablet for vitamin B. That is taking in isolation. Don't do that. Highest quality when consumed, quality control from ground up. Everything is controlled. Okay, like in ZIJA we have, when they do their farming of moringa, from the soil they control. The soil must be of good quality. Why? If the soil is good quality, then only the leaves, the seeds and the fruits will have enough of mineral. Very important. So they know the soil, they purposely chose the soil in South India. Why? Because that soil is very suitable for cultivating our moringa. As you can see that. Okay? Balance, yin yang, nutritionally balance, very important. It must be balanced. Okay, as we can see that. How do we supplement? Now, please do not take supplements which are synthetic. Okay, they are manufactured synthetically with chemicals and do not come from natural sources. The first thing you must ask them is, excuse me, where are your farms? Okay, the farms must be there. If the farms are there, that means it is natural. Okay, it is natural. They are growing the supplements and then they actually harvest the supplements. That is the correct way. Not making in the lab, adding chemical A with chemical B, and you end up with one supplement, as we can see that. Okay? They are made to mimic the way the natural vitamins act in our body. They must be mimicking our natural vitamins. Natural vitamins are derived directly from plant materials. As I told you, it must be from the farm, containing the vitamin not produced in a test tube. We do not want vitamins and minerals which are produced in the lab. They are very unhealthy because they are synthetic. Okay, many synthetic vitamins lack the transporters and the cofactors which are normally associated with the naturally occurring vitamins. Why? Because they have been isolated. Okay, we want something which, like moringa, you don't have to take one moringa. They don't sell super mix. Okay, this is super mix for vitamin A. Then this is super mix for calcium. We don't have that. We have one super mix sachet with all the 92 nutrients inside. Why? Because it's natural. Okay, it comes that way. When you harvest the fruits, the seeds and the leaves, it comes such in a way that the 92 nutrients are there. That is what we call natural. Natural is very, very important. Why? Because your body can actually recognize those nutrients and your body can actually absorb those nutrients. Very important. Okay, so the Organic Consumers Association in America emphasizes that isolated vitamins, please do not take them, cannot be used or recognized by the body. You're wasting money. Buying certain vitamins and minerals which are synthetic, your body cannot recognize. Once your body cannot recognize, your body cannot absorb those vitamins and minerals. That is the problem, as you can see. Okay, so this is what happens. So here, now, no problem. Okay. The natural form comes in packages with other vitamins. Do you know when you take a natural vitamin, it comes in a package. It comes in a package with vitamin, enzymes and minerals that control the way the body recognizes, metabolizes and uses them. Very important. It comes in a package. Natural form always comes in many vitamins and minerals together. That is natural. Isolated vitamins, those are the synthetic ones, cannot be used by the body. Oh, that's the problem. They are either stored until one obtains or creates the environment or the nutrient required to use them effectively. That is the problem. Okay. Another problem today is we are having a lot of people taking synthetic vitamins. Okay. They are devoid of necessary trace minerals. Do you know natural supplements contain a lot of trace minerals? Synthetic vitamins do not have trace minerals. So what happens? Once they come into your body, they will use your body's own mineral reserve. Oh my God, that is bad, man. Use your own reserves, which may lead to dangerous mineral deficiencies. Oh my God, that is the problem with synthetic. So natural is so important. So try your best to go for natural wherever and whenever you can. The synthetic is normally written as a DL form. The DL form is the synthetic, okay? It's a combination of the D form. The D form is the naturally occurring form, as we can see there. And the L form is basically the synthetic form which is excreted from the body. No use, because when you take it, your body cannot recognize. Cannot recognize, cannot absorb. Cannot absorb, it comes out together with your urine. Wasting. You are just creating urine with minerals and vitamins that your body cannot recognize. That is the problem. Fat-soluble vitamins in their synthetic form, they are dangerous. Why? Because they can accumulate in your liver and they can cause liver problems. People do not know. They simply take fat-soluble vitamins. Which are fat-soluble vitamins? A, D, E and K. Be careful with these 4 vitamins. Because they are fat-soluble, they will actually build up in your liver. Okay? The reason that synthetic form is more dangerous, why? Because one gets a high concentrated dose of the vitamin than the amount that one would get from a food-based form. That is basically the problem, as we can see that. Okay, so that's what happened. The Organic Consumers Association in America, how do I know if the vitamin I'm buying is synthetic or not? They have published an ingredient chart to help consumers. In America, they are very fussy. Okay, they're very liberal, they are very democratic there, that people have got voices there. So once you have got a synthetic vitamin, you must put the label. In Malaysia, the enforcement is not very good. So we have to work one step harder, okay, to find out which supplements are, are synthetic and which one is natural. Unfortunately, in certain countries, vitamins can be labeled as natural, even if they contain as little as 10% of natural. Oh, that is very, very bad. 10% natural, 90% synthetic. Some countries allow you to write natural. That is not fair actually. Why? The enforcement is not valid. Just like GMO. In Malaysia, okay, there's no label on the food whether it is GMO or whether it's non-GMO. But in America, they are fighting. There is a group which is fighting. They want food to be labeled today. Are they GMO or are they non-GMO? Here, nobody cares. You just eat everything. That's it. So yeah, I mean all GMO, all walab, everybody eats the tomato GMO, eat, that's it. That is the problem. We are using genetically modified. A simple table to show you, this is the form which is basically natural. Okay, it always comes like beta carotene, retinol esters, mixed carotenoids. That means there are a lot of different vitamins together. That means that this is basically natural. When it is synthetic, it comes in the form like vitamin A acetate. That means we know it's chemical already. Vitamin A palmitate, beta carotene, all of these are isolated. That means they are the synthetic form, as we can see that. Okay? So, what is the truth? Now, this slide is very important. Okay, you must understand this slide, very important. Never to eat nutrients in isolation. That means one tablet for vitamin A. One tablet for vitamin D, okay? One tablet for vitamin C, one tablet for calcium. Never eat it in isolation. Very important, okay? Especially synthetic supplements. We want natural, okay? A really good advice from Dr. Bernard Jensen. Do not feed yourself the way scientists feed rats. How do scientists do experiments? They give rats all the minerals and vitamins, but they don't give one. So they want to see what is the effect of not giving one mineral and vitamin to the rat. Do not do that. We want to work the natural way. Do not take isolated supplements, vitamins or multivitamins. That's how scientists experiment with rats. They isolate a nutrient to see what happens when rat, okay, is not fed that nutrient or is fed too much of it. That's what happens. Do not work that way. We want to work the natural way. Eat whole foods instead. Very good. That is the way. When you eat an orange, the orange contains what? Vitamin C. The orange contains what? Flavonoids. The white strands. Look, when you eat orange, there's white strands inside. Those white strands are actually the flavonoids. They're very important. Don't throw them away. They're actually part of the orange. Very important. Okay? Synergy occurs when the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. The whole is much more greater, as we can see that. Okay? It has been found that some nutrient requires other nutrients in order for it to work better. Nutrients help each other. So we have to take them when they are together. What is the word used? Synergy. They synergize each other. Not in isolation. Very important, as we can see that. So, today people go for drugs. Today people go for supplements which are synthetic. Comparing with natural, very important, as we can see that. Natural supplements restore the balance, very important. They correct the root of illness. They take longer time. Of course, you take it today, not tomorrow morning you get the results. Because it's going to go to the root of the problem, it will take a longer time to solve the problem. Okay? Minimal side effects as it is natural, except for healing crisis. Some people go through healing crisis where they have diarrhea, they have got rashes sometimes, they have got all kinds of excretion coming out, okay? They have got liquid coming out from their nose for the next 2 days, running nose. These are all part of healing crisis. Why? Because your body, all the while, it is laden with toxins and with synthetic material. Now you're giving your body the natural thing, the good thing. So your body will have to do some healing crisis to throw out all the unwanted stuff which you have gathered in your body all this while. Rid the body of toxic chemicals naturally and strengthen the body of it. Wow, very good. That is what we want. This side is all no use. Okay, as we can see that. Drugs and even drugs and even synthetic supplements, they often interfere with the essential hormone, as you can see that. They maintain the illness but they mask the symptoms. Panadol, you take Panadol is just for a short while. Okay, it just masks the symptoms. You feel it's a painkiller actually. It's a mild painkiller, paracetamol. Of course, you can go for the stronger ones like ibuprofen and Constant. You can go for the stronger one. But what they do, they don't solve the problem. They just mask the symptoms for a while, so you feel better for a while. Actually, the headache is still there, but they just cover up for a while. Serious and unexpected side effects. Remember, every synthetic vitamin that you take and every drug that you take has got slight or has got certain damage to your liver and also to your kidneys. Definitely. Okay? Long term, those who take medication for 20, 30 years, eventually their liver and